Hey guys, Latonya Davis here. It is week 6 of vlogging in preparation to my book. I am a desegregation inspiration. Um, it's been over a month since I stopped teaching, and it hasn't really hit me yet. I'm sure it will once school starts. But actually, yesterday, I spent the day at the beauty salon. I had a student, an athlete in my track team, who during the season I promised her that I would get her hair done if she took these heavy braids out of her hair. They were really heavy, weighing on her, and she was a sprinter. And I felt that it slowed her down. So I told her, hey, you take those braids out, and I will get your hair styled after the season. And that's what we did yesterday. It was fun, and I kept my promise. So, all right, this section is catered to the teachers. I feel my job as a teacher it was like 60% teaching, of course. And the rest was like character developing and building self-esteem in students. And a lot of it was nurturing. Um, and it was easy for me because I still remember what it was like being a student going to school. I remember how it felt being, a black student going to a school where I felt that everyone had better opportunities than me. They had better clothes. They'd bring their lunch from home with food that was better than the food that was in my refrigerator. Um, I remember what that felt like as a student, and I felt I had low self esteem as a result of that, and I just didn't feel very confident as a student. Um, there were times where I didn't have clean socks. We used to wash our socks in the sink with soap, hand soap, and or my clothes wasn't clean and my hair wasn't styled. I couldn't get my hair done in time to make the bus stop time, the early bus stop time. Um, so as a result of that, as a teacher in my office, you would see socks, clean socks, combs, brushes, hair products, deodorant, lotion, things that you wouldn't even think that needs that you didn't think a student would need. Um, a lot of it was donated by Destiny Church or other churches that I was working with, or I just purchased them myself. Um, my first principal, Jan Humphrey, my sister was a hairstylist, so she would pay my twin sister to style some students' hair during school or even after school. And you would think, well, let me tell you, that was an amazing thing that she did, just above and beyond thing to do to help our students. It builds their confidence. It builds their self-esteem. And as a result of that, it decreased discipline, something that you wouldn't think um, would cause that. So she did things like that, and I would watch her and our assistant Lynn, and they would buy clothes for students and shoes and different things like that, and I adopted that and started doing that myself. I mean, I wouldn't be a stranger spending a lot of money on students' clothes and shoes and different things like that for kids, because I know what that felt like as a student to not have. And so to help, it was only an intrinsically rewarding feeling for me as a teacher. And the student's reaction yesterday, she couldn't believe that I would, style her hair or take the money to do that. And, it was so rewarding for me. I wanted to do that. It felt good to do something like that because I know what it felt like as a student. And once you show that love and that you care for your students, they will work harder. I remember how that felt for me, and that made me work harder. Um, and along with that, and going to their sporting events after school or on the weekends or something like that, not every day, but every if you can, showing that effort, it really does help, and you'll win over students and parents at that. So So teachers, keep that in mind over the summer as you start to see back to school stuff already at the stores. Um, what can you do to help build relationships with your students? And the first step is showing them that you care. And so there's lots of ways that you can do that. And it helps build relationships, and it also helps with discipline, which is a big thing that schools have to work on. Um, and once you got discipline, you're set for the rest of the year. So keep that in mind as we prepare. But also, I want to let you guys know that don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe to my channel. I had a few people ask comments before. I would love to talk to you. And have a great day. Thanks, guys.